Ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good evening to you. I'm really happy to be in St. Maarten. It's just a matter of a couple of hours now that I'm in St. Maarten, and I've already fallen in love with the people of St. Maarten. You folks are a wonderful bunch of people. I'm going to be a Master of Ceremonies this evening, and I'm from Guyana. I'm the host of several television programs and radio, 98.1 FM. That's the former Guyana Broadcasting Corporation National Communications Network, and I'm also the program manager of 89.1 FM, the Pulse of Guyana, broadcasting live on the internet on www.npntv-radio.com. This evening is a joy being here with you to celebrate with you in the diaspora, especially Guyanese from all walks of life, as we celebrate the coming together of a people, 50 years. It's so fitting this evening than to have Guyanese artists of all walks of life in the presence this evening in St. Maarten to come together in a celebratory mood and mode as we take it to the next level. This evening is always a pleasure, knowing when Caribbean people can come together as one and celebrate. I know we have some dignitaries in our midst who ask them to be on standby as we officially make a start to this evening's proceedings. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now make a start to this evening's proceedings. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now hear the national anthem of St. Maarten.
Where would the world say where you find an island there, so lovely small, with the ancient stream, with people, friends and Dutch, though talking English much, as we St. Maarten in the sea. Oh, sweet St. Maarten's land, so bright by nature's strand, with sailors on the sea and harbors free, where the chains of mountains free. Sailors
For the people of St. Maarten, you can have your seats. Well, I told you this evening, it's all about celebration, it's all about the coming together. As I said before, and I don't like to repeat myself, but it's a picturesque kind of atmosphere from my vantage point. You folks look so beautiful, so wonderful this evening. And I can tell you, based on what I'm seeing, that you're all in the expectation mode. And I know you will party with us this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, I've only, as I said earlier on, I've only been in St. Maarten rather. Of course, I wanted to apologize, we don't have the national anthem of Guyana here this evening. I'm so sorry. But I will tell you this, I'm only here for a couple of hours in St. Maarten, and I've met so many of you. And I have the distinct privilege of inviting, I would say, our Prime Minister, the Prime Minister of St. Maarten, to address us this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all stand and give a rousing applause to the Honourable Prime Minister of St. Maarten, Mr. William Marlin.
Good evening. I want to say a special welcome to the Director General, I think it is, of the Ministry of Tourism of Guyana, who has traveled to St. Maarten for this special event and is seated there with us at the table. A special welcome to you, sir. I was told by him that he came to St. Maarten for the first time around 1988. But that's such a long time ago that he has forgotten everything he has seen. So he considers this his first trip to St. Maarten. So again, good evening and welcome. Welcome as well to the Chair Lady of Parliament, Mrs. Sarah Wescot-Williams. I want to say a special welcome as well to my lovely wife, Gabrielle, who is here with me tonight. Pardon my voice, I returned home this week from a trip abroad and came back with the cold, and the air conditioning in the corner where I am is not helping it too much tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, good evening. In cricket, 50 years is a respectable score for a batsman. Guyana, as we all know, has produced some of the world's most outstanding cricketers, including the legendary Clive Roy. As an independent nation, Guyana is 15 not out in an unlimited overs test. Could it be a coincidence that the cooperative Republic of Guyana is celebrating its golden jubilee in the same year that West Indies cricket has seen a resurgence at all levels of the game, restoring its broad dominance with the under-19, the women and the men's teams winning the World Cup and their various categories. Perhaps this should be seen as a golden jubilee gift to Guyana from the one sector that has united the entire English-speaking Caribbean long before the idea of CARICOM with its secretariat in Georgetown, Guyana was born. Guyana and St Maarten share much more in common than meets the eye. Not only was my father Guyanese, he would have been 110 this year. The passion for cricket is also mutual, as evidenced by the excitement generated by the stellar performance of our own Casey Carter at this year's Under-19 World Cup in India, at which final game he was named Man of the Match. Congratulations, Casey. Historically, Guyana was under Dutch rule for close to 2 centuries before it was ceded to the British. The French also had earlier had their turn at governing the territory. However, while Guyana today celebrates 50 years of sovereignty, our island still remains a condominium of the French and Dutch. The Dutch West India Company is another historical common denominator between Guyana and St Maarten, with agricultural crops such as tobacco being the main economic activity which the Dutch reaped incredible profits from in Guyana, while in St Maarten that was gold. Salt was gold. The land of waters, as the Amerindians named Guyana, and the land of salt, or Swaliga, as they called St Maarten, have both survived the horrific and dehumanizing oppression of slavery and the rapacious exploitation of colonialism. The Golden Jubilee of Guyana's independence is therefore a reminder of not only the journey of your great country towards self-determination and sovereignty, but also of our collective struggle as a Caribbean people to achieve dignity, self-identity, and prosperity in a new world built largely on the blood, sweat, and tears of our ancestors. That is why I have taken good note of the theme of the celebrations of your Golden Jubilee, which is to reflect, celebrate, and inspire. Reaching the ripe age of 50 as a nation calls for reflection of the kind I am sure will be manifested in the various lectures and symposia that form part of the official activities for this historic milestone. It should also be celebrated in typical Caribbean, or better yet, Guyanese fashion, with pomp and pageantry. We are gathered here this evening to do just that. Celebrate through our shared culture, because culture, my dear friends, is the most unifying factor that binds us together as a Caribbean people. The Golden Jubilee of Independence of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana is also an inspiration, not only to those territories still under the yoke of colonialism, and there are quite a few of them remaining in the Caribbean, but also to those who continue to struggle to transform their societies and build vibrant, progressive, post-independence nations. Reflect, celebrate, inspire. Nothing could be more appropriate for occasions like this. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is morning still in Guyana, but not just another morning at the office. Apologies to that illustrious Guyanese novelist Edgar Mittelhozer, regarded as the first professional writer to emerge from the English-speaking Caribbean, whose classics include A Morning at the Office. The morning that broke all over Guyana on May 26, 1966, ushered in an era of hope and released a creative energy which the country still enjoy in abundance today. That hope and that creative energy not only strengthened Guyana's future, but that of the rest of the Caribbean as well, including St. Maarten. as we reflect on and celebrate the achievements of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana here and around the world, it is my fervent desire that we would find new forms of cooperation, new ways to maximize our strengths so that we can continue to deepen our relationship to the mutual benefit of our peoples. Happy 50th Independence Anniversary, Guyana, and here's to another 50 more in peace, harmony, and unity. Long live the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. Long live St. Maarten.
Thank you very much, Honorable Prime Minister of St. Maarten, Mr. William Marlin. Ladies and gentlemen, let's invite to the podium the Honorable President of Parliament of St. Maarten, Mrs. Sarah Wescot-Williams. A round of applause.
Good evening. Good evening. Allow me to dispense with protocol and via the representative of the Guyanese government, the Director General of the Ministry of Tourism, Mr. Sinclair, to extend on behalf of the Parliament of St. Maarten the best wishes to the government and people of Guyana. Mr. Sinclair, I hope you enjoy your stay on St. Maarten, and upon return to Guyana, extend to all people there our heartfelt congratulations on this 50th anniversary of the independence of Guyana. To all of the Guyanese nationals residing on St. Maarten, I say happy Independence Day and celebration when it comes on May 26, 2016. 50 years. Too often when we celebrate independence anniversaries of any country, we forget that what we're actually celebrating is 50 years, our 50 years of the growth of a people. And so today, the people of Guyana, wherever you are, have a reason to be proud for having grown as an independent nation for 50 years, half a century, and are still growing today. Congratulations to you, the people of Guyana. I would be amiss was I not to use this opportunity of your independence to say a special shout out to all of the Guyanese nationals residing on this small 37 square mile island of St. Maarten, and at the same time thank each and every one of you for the contribution that you have made to this island, my island, St. Maarten. Thank you once again. We, St. Maarten, are strong because of every individual residing on St. Maarten. You are here today for different reasons. You are here for different lengths of time, but you are on St. Maarten today. So as you reflect, celebrate, and inspire, I encourage you with the same love you have for Guyana to put some of that love here on St. Maarten, where for whatever the reason, today you are calling home. Thank you for being on St. Maarten. Thank you for assisting St. Maarten. And thank you for helping us build this wonderful country. I get passionate about our country, St. Maarten, as I know you are for your country, Guyana. And so today as you celebrate, we celebrate with you because it is your growth, your development of 50 years. We, St. Maarten, have a long way to go. But our people, just like you are for Guyana, are determined to make this country, St. Maarten, work. We're determined to do so with each and every one of you. So tonight, as we say congratulations on your anniversary of independence, we say thank you once again, and may God continue to sustain you in everything that you do here on St. Maarten and your family and friends back in Guyana. Long live the Republic of Guyana. Long live St. Maarten. And may we continue to build this country and make of it what you would like your home to be. God bless you and enjoy the evening. Thank you. Happy Independence Anniversary.
Well said. What a dynamic speaker, the Honorable President of Parliament of St. Maarten, Mrs. Sarah Wescot-Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we invite to the podium to address us the Director of Tourism of Guyana, Mr. Donald Sinclair. A round of applause for Mr. Donald Sinclair.
Good evening, Guyana. Good evening, St. Maarten. Mr. MC, excellent job.
Thank you.
Honorable Prime Minister of St. Maarten, Mr. William Marlin, and his wife, Mrs. Marlin, the President of Parliament, Ms. Sarah Wescot-Williams, other representatives of the government of St. Maarten, executives of the Guyana Association of St. Maarten, members of the Guyana Hindu Association of St. Maarten. It is an honor for me this evening to be bringing you greetings on behalf of the Minister of Public Telecommunications with responsibility for tourism, the Honorable Catherine Hughes, and indeed from the government of Guyana. It is noteworthy for me that this evening's event has been organized by the Guyana Hindu Society of St. Maarten and the Guyana Association of St. Maarten. That tells me that regardless of your religious persuasion, it is your common Guyanese heritage, your common Guyanese roots that are the foundation of this event this evening. And what you are doing is in fact a model for us in Guyana, how things can be done when people are working together. I listened to the very dynamic President of Parliament, and listening to her, it is obvious that the Parliament of St. Maarten is in very good hands. I listened to her about the passion that she has for us in Guyana. In fact, as soon as I arrived at the airport, the immigration officer asked me, "What is the purpose of your visit, sir?" I said, "I'm here for a Guyanese event." He said, "Oh, where is that?" I said, "At Port-au-Plaisance." He said, "God, I have to be there. Once it's a Guyanese event, there must be a lot of excitement." So I do hope that immigration officer is here to enjoy the evening's proceedings. Now, what is interesting is that what you are doing is in fact quite similar to what is being done in Guyana throughout this week throughout the rest of this month. In Georgetown, in Berbice, in Linden, in Essequibo, in Bartica. Celebration. They are celebrating, they are reflecting, and they are inspiring. Because that is the motto chosen for the Jubilee celebrations. Reflect, celebrate, and inspire. So what you are doing this evening, and we give you all praise and credit for that, is joining your compatriots at home in celebrating, reflecting, and inspiring. Now, the country that many of you left 5, 10, 15, 20 or more years ago is a very different Guyana today from the land that you may have left. I know that many of you are planning to return for the Jubilee celebrations, and we welcome you. I hope that your accommodation is already secured, because accommodation now is a bit tight because of the thousands of Guyanese returning home for those celebrations. They're going back from the Caribbean, from Toronto, from New York, and all other places. So the Jubilee celebrations are in progress at the moment. Many of you will be returning to a Guyana that you will find very different from the one that you left. You will be disappointed if you're expecting to find the same dirty city that you left many years ago. Guyana has been in cleanup mode for the past year. We apologize if, when you visit Georgetown, the noise of construction you find bothersome, because as someone remarked, Georgetown at the moment is like a construction site. Also, when you go, you will find that there is a buzz. There seems to be a new energy in the country as things like tourism take off. For example, I communicated with the head office this evening that I'm in St. Maarten, and I've had a number of meetings with persons from St. Maarten. And the permanent secretary said, that is good, because we are looking at what St. Maarten is doing, so that what you are doing could be a possible model for how Guyanese in the diaspora, for what that relationship can be like. And as I told some members of the Guyana Association, this relationship between you in St. Maarten and us in Guyana can be an extremely important relationship. And I'm throwing out a challenge to you now. We are hoping that from the Guyanese group in St. Maarten, we can hear about increasing things like increasing visits from St. Maarten to Guyana. We hope that just as you have a Guyana Hindu Association, you can form, for example, a Guyana Tourism and Investment Association of St. Maarten to strengthen the tourism links between St. Maarten and Guyana. We are hoping that there can be all kinds of cultural links strengthened between you here and us at home. I also want to tell you that come October, there will be a very special event in Guyana, a coconut festival. For the first time, we're having the first Guyana Coconut Festival to celebrate the coconut in all its forms. Coconut water, coconut wines, coconut rums, coconut and ornaments, coconut and craft, coconut and food. And I'm extending an invitation to you in St. Maarten to visit Guyana for that coconut festival. In closing, I want to say a special word of thanks to our hosts, the government and people of St. Maarten. I was quite pleasantly surprised to learn that the father of the Honorable Prime Minister was Guyanese. Honorable Prime Minister, I understand that there are about 7,000 or more Guyanese in your country. On behalf of the government of Guyana, I want to say thanks to you and your government for accommodating us. We know that Guyanese are very hard-working people, very creative, very innovative. We're known for being hospitable. Tonight you will be able to sample the excellence of our cuisine, which I'm sure you are smelling as you sit in the audience. But above all, we want to say thanks to you for accommodating Guyana and Guyanese over the years. Also, I would like to say a personal thank you to you, the Guyanese of St. Maarten, for the role that you have played in the development of Guyana over the years. We know that many children owe their education to what you have done here. Many children, what you have done, you've sent many children to school at home. You've put food on tables. You've ensured that sportsmen and women be able to practice their skill. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you to the Guyanese in St. Maarten for what you have done over the years, for the help that you have given, for the contributions that you have made to us. So, without further ado, I say congratulations to the organizers of this event. I say thank you to the Guyanese in St. Maarten, and I say, of course, a big thank you to the government and people of St. Maarten for being excellent hosts to us in the diaspora. Last night, in fact 2 nights ago, having heard so much about what the Guyanese in St. Maarten were doing, myself and Mr. Chabrol, members of the Guyana delegation, applied to become honorary members of the St. Maarten Guyanese Association, and that application was accepted. Thank you very much. And long live the relationship between Guyana and St. Maarten, and between the Guyanese in St. Maarten and the Guyanese at home. Thank you and good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Director of Tourism in Guyana, Mr. Donald Sinclair. A gentleman I've known for a number of years, a very dynamic personality in Guyana when it comes to tourism throughout the years. Well, the entertainment will start, party turn up in a short while, but we have another speaker. And this evening, let's welcome a representative member of the Association of St. Maarten, no other than Mr. Beresford. A round of applause.
Good evening, everybody. Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable President of Parliament, special guests, members of the French government, and Guyanese present, and our special St. Maarten friends. Tonight, I want to speak of unity, but before I really elaborate on that, I want to take you down the road of history as regards Guyana and the voyage to where we are today. In the year of 1784, the African slaves landed on Guyana. In the year of 1845, the Indians arrived in Guyana. When they arrived there, they met the Dutch. Subsequently, they met a brief encounter with the French. And then finally, they were the British. The voyage started then, and they discovered that in arriving, they met people living there. These were the Amerindians, the first citizens of Guyana, and they also met those who migrated from the south of Guyana, the Portuguese, and the Chinese came after. So that's why we call Guyana the land of many waters, but also the land of 6 races. Now, Guyana in itself has come a long way. As we say, freedom in itself, which we have attained in 1966, is not free. There were many challenges along the 50 years, and we have to give thanks to the Honorable Chedi Jagan, who is deceased now, and the Honorable Forbes Burnham, who championed the road to freedom. In 1966, independence was achieved, and today we have become matured politically, we have become matured economically, we have set up faculties of education, agriculture, and many sectors within our society. We are matured. But today we face many challenges in the world. That's why I mentioned unity, because the way forward is unity. Because without unity, we cannot really move on. Unity will bring about prosperity. Unity would be, we will be able to fight the crime, the scourge of crime among us. When we get up in the morning, we should say hello to a neighbor, to get to know who is living next door. And most of all, unity to live in a society of which we have been welcomed. We came by choice for one or more reasons, but we have to unite with the people for which we live amongst. We have to take care of compliance because of the challenges that we have today, and more so serious, it is necessary because there are lots of changes in the way forward. Recently, we are faced with the changes in the banking system, of which our correspondent banks now are asking for requirements beyond our understanding, but we are complying to the best of our ability. But we have to unite. We have to be strong. The Caribbean itself, not only Guyanese, we have to get together to make certain that we face the challenges together, because without the unity, we have lots of obstacles that we will face. As Guyanese living here, we have been very happy over the years, and we have contributed, but we have to more so contribute to government in cooperating to the best of our abilities, because we came here, most of us, for economic betterment, and we should respect those who accept us here as foreign citizens. I want to make one last remark, is that while we are here, recently a young lady called me from England because she was here working and she went back to England, and I said, why did you do that? And she said, she did that because she's overqualified, she's Guyanese, she's not a Dutch subject yet, simply because her parents were not born here. And I said, I didn't know that. She said, yes, and there are numbers of Guyanese living here because they were born here, very well educated, but because the parents were not from, because the parents are from Guyana, we have these difficulties that they encounter. I would like to appeal to government to look into this situation, because 5 years ago we became country within the Kingdom of the Netherlands. We need all hands on deck. Who was born here is born here. It has nothing to do from whence your parents came. And if we do that, I think we will be a stronger nation by keeping here into the fold the educated ones that work so hard, that was born here, but because of their parents, they have no nationality. I think this is something that should be addressed. It is very important the way forward because of the challenges we face tomorrow. We need all hands on deck.
Check it out.
So, in closing, you live here, you enjoy here. I've been here for 45 years. I ain't going nowhere. But I remember from whence I came. As we say in Guyanese, we neighbor stringberry there. And I was invited to a ceremony in Washington to witness the naturalization of a friend of mine who became American. And I was surprised. He says, the judge said in the swearing-in ceremony, he said, you have become Americans by choice. One thing you must always remember, that you were not born here, it's just your choice. From whence you came, it is always important to remember that. So while we are here, we are having fun and we are comfortable. Let us continue to be comfortable.
Thank you very much, sir. Let's all stand. Please stand, everyone. What I can tell you is Guyana St Maarten. Let the party begins. Let the party begin. Come on.